Good morning, students. So, now in the chapter number 10, light, reflection, and refraction, we will see our next topic. Okay, 10.2, that is spherical mirrors. The reflecting surface of a spherical mirror may be curved inward or outward. A spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved inward, that is, faces towards the center of the sphere, is called concave mirror. So here you can see this image as, yes, now you see the curve is inwards, yes, so the curve is inside, so that's why it is called it is known as concave mirror. Now what they have told, a spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved outwards is called convex mirror. For example, you can see here curve is already outside, yes, so that's why it is convex mirror. The schematic representation of this mirror is shown in the figure 10.1. You may note in these diagrams that the back of the mirror is shaded. You can see the back is shaded here in the concave as well as in convex mirror. Now, you may now understand that the surface of the spoon curved inward can be approximated to a concave mirror, and the surface of the spoon bulged outwards can be approximated to a convex mirror. For example, the last time, as I have told you to see in the spoon your image, so the curve which is inward, okay, that you can say as it acts as an concave mirror, and the same way the curve that is outward, it acts as an convex mirror. Now, before we move further on the spherical mirrors, we need to recognize and understand the meaning of a few terms. Okay, so now what we are going to see, we are going to see that some terms which is very important in this chapter, and by using that we can find out that if we keep an object at any certain place in front of a mirror or at the back of the mirror, where would we see that image? Okay, so for that you need to understand few terms. So let's see. The terms are commonly used in discussing about spherical mirrors. The center of the reflecting surface of the spherical mirror is a point called pole. It lies on the surface of the mirror. The pole is usually represented by the letter P. Okay. Okay, students. So we'll see one thing. You see. Let's just assume first we are making an inward shape. Okay. And as it is told,
अच्छा हाँ उसका
okay, so as you can see, I have drawn one concave mirror, and the center point is called pole, that is represented by P. Now you can notice one thing, children, that what if I finish off this full, so you can see it forms a circle. તમારો જે મિરર છે એ એક જ સાઈડમાં આવી રીતે છે. હવે સપોઝ હું આને આખું આમ ફિનિશ કરું તો એક રીતે એ સર્કલ બનાવશે, કરેક્ટ? સો ધ સેન્ટર પોઈન્ટ ઓફ ધ સર્કલ, that is, you can name as point C. It is known as center of curvature. So as you can see, P is called pole, C is nothing but center of curvature, correct? It is called center of curvature. Now what we will do now, for example, now you understand one thing. For example, this was known as our mirror, this portion, as you can know, this is a mirror, correct? I have finished this, so you see a circle is formed, correct? This point we have represented as pole, and this point as C, that is center of curvature. So what is this? Can anyone think of it? This is kind of a radius of a circle, correct? So the line PC in the mirror would not be nothing but radius of curvature, and this line what we have drawn is called principal axis. You can write it as principal axis. Okay, so this line what we called is principal axis. Now one more thing, let we think if the object is placed over here for a moment, this here, if we place an object here, now what it will do, it will go here, yes, and then after reflecting through it, it will come through here, and this point is called F, or you can say focal point. Now to understand this term, now we'll see one experiment which is shown here. Okay, so 10.2, caution, do not look at the sun directly or even into the mirror reflecting sunlight. It may damage your eyes. Now let's see. Hold a concave mirror in your hand and direct its reflecting surface towards the sun. Direct the light reflected by the mirror onto the sheet of paper held close to the mirror. Now move the sheet of the paper back and forth gradually until you find on the paper, the sheet, a bright, sharp spot of light. Hold the mirror and the paper in the same position for few minutes. What do you observe and why? You may have seen this experiment several times on internet too. By taking the magnifying lens, they ignite a paper. How? હવે એ કેવી રીતે કરે? સો એ એક ફોકસ પોઈન્ટ પકડે. ફોકસ પોઈન્ટ એટલે શું? જ્યાંથી લાઇટ આવે અને બધી જગ્યાએ ત્યાં ફોકસ થઈ જાય. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ વિલ સી ઇન ધીસ જસ્ટ the paper at first begins to burn, producing smoke. Eventually it may even catch fire. Why does it burn? The light from sun is converged at a point as a sharp bright spot by the mirror. In fact, this spot of light is the image of the sun on the sheet of the paper. This point of focus of the concave mirror, yes, the heat produced due to the concentration of sunlight ignites the paper. The distance of this image from the position of the mirror gets the approximate value of focal length. So in short, here you can already see, here you see the image is at the infinity, this is at the infinity. Now you see the light is going on the mirror, touching it. એટલે મિરર ઉપર કોઈ પણ તમે લાઇટ નાખો તો ઓબ્વિયસલી ઇટ ઇઝ ગોઈંગ ટુ રિફ્લેક્ટ એનીવે. સો ઇટ રિફ્લેક્ટ એન્ડ યુ સી points are focused here, and this is called F. That is called the focal point, or PF is called the focal length. Now let's try to understand this by observation with the ray diagram. Observation. Observe 10.2a closely. A number of rays parallel to the principal axis are falling on the concave mirror. Observe to the reflected ray. They all are meeting or intersecting at a point on the principal axis. Here you can see. હવે સપોઝ તમે ઇમેજ ઉપરથી લાઇટ સેન્ડ કરો કાં તો નીચેથી કરો, વેરેવર યુ સેન્ડ લાઇટ, after touching to the surface of the mirror, all the light will come into one point, that is F. So that is called focal point, or PF is called focal length. Now this point is called the principal focus, or the focal point you say. Similarly, observe 10.2b. How are the rays now? Now this mirror is known as which type of mirror? You should know already. This is called convex mirror. Yes, one is concave, this is convex. Now here again you see the light rays falling here, but its focal point will be at the back. Why? કેમ કે તમે એક વસ્તુ જુઓ, બધી રેસ ક્યાં મીટ કરે છે? આ પોઈન્ટ ઉપર. અહીંયાથી રિફ્લેક્ટ થઈને આમ નથી આવતી, અહીંથી રિફ્લેક્ટ થઈને it goes out. For this also, in the previous chapter, I have already told you that converging lens is called concave and the diverging is called convex. Diverging એટલે અડીને બીજી જગ્યાએ જાય, converging એટલે અડીને બધા ભેગા થાય. They converge, so it is called converging lens. It diverge, so it is called diverging lens for this. So that's why you see the focal point is at the back and the same way center would be at the back. કેમ કે આનું તો સર્કલ આવી રીતે ફોર્મ થશે, correct? In this circle will be forming like this, but in this case this way, so obviously C will be here. Now how does the rays parallel to the principal axis reflected by convex mirror? The reflected rays appear to come from a point of the principal axis. This point is called principal focus of the convex mirror. The principal focus is represented by letter F, yes, and the distance between the pole and the principal focus of the spherical mirror of focal length, it is represented by F, as I have told you already. Now there is one relation that you should know, which we will see here. Now let me show you this. Yeah. So this relation, the reflecting surface of spherical mirror is by and large spherical. The surface then has a circular outline. The diameter of the reflecting surface is called the aperture, which I don't think you should know just this term. It won't be much useful in this, but the other terms which I have told you already, that you should do. Now, is there a relationship between radius of curvature and focal length? So yes, there is a relation. This is already given. R is equal to 2F. That means radius of curvature will be the double of the focal length. Now this implies that the principal focus of the spherical mirror lies midway within the pole and the center. So pole and center of curvature વચ્ચે જ હંમેશા focal length હશે તમારી. That you should remember. Okay, so for today this much is enough. Next thing we'll see in the next chapters. Thank you.